Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you all are fine. My name is Mera Fayaz and I am your computer science teacher. We are going to discuss the summer vacation task for class 9th. In this video we are going to discuss worksheet number 4 that contains section A MCQs. You have to read the statement carefully and choose the correct answer on the provided worksheet. After that we have a section B that contains short questions, a section C that contain long questions that we will discuss in our upcoming videos, and you have to perform an activity at the end. This worksheet is about chapter number 4, data communication. We have already discussed basically what data communication is. Now we are going to discuss the short question number 1 of this worksheet. Differentiate between attenuation and distortion, which are basically the transmission impairments. Attenuation is the fall of signal strength with the distance as the signals travel through the communication media. If the attenuation is too much, the receiver may not be able to detect the signal at all. And what is basically distortion? It refers to the change in shape or frequency of a digital signal when it is transmitted over a communication line. Communication line delays the signal frequency by different amounts because different frequency components travel at different speed. Therefore, the various frequency components are received at different delays. This causes distortion in the digital signal. Now, short question number 2 is, what is crosstalk? Crosstalk basically occurs in a guided media. As the signal is transmitted through a wire, undesired signal enter to the path of the transmitted signal due to electromagnetic radiation, and it is caused because of putting several wires together in a single cable. And sometimes user can hear another conversation in the background while talking on the phone, and this happens by the coupling between wires that are close to each other. This is what we call crosstalk. Our next question is, what is dial-up modem and why it is used? A dial-up modem basically provides internet connection through a telephone line, and the maximum speed of dial-up modem is 56 kilobits per second, which is very slow. And now the dial-up modem is being replaced by the faster DSL modem. There are two terms which are modulation and demodulation. A telephone line or cable is used to transmit your data from one place to another, and the telephone line uses analog signal. A modem converts that analog signal, digital signals from the computer into analog signal. This process is called modulation. Another modem at the receiving end converts that analog signal back to the digital form so that the computer can understand it. This process is called demodulation. Modem is basically the abbreviation of modulation, demodulation. Our next short question is, what is a data rate and baud rate? Data rate is the speed with which data can be transmitted from one device to another, and it is measured in kilobits per second or megabits per second. The kilobits per second can be shown by kbps and megabits per second by mbps. Now, what is baud rate? Baud is the rate of change of electrical signal during data communication, as the electrical signal can have two or more than two states to represent the binary digits 0 and 1. If an electrical signal has only two states to represent binary digits, then one state represent binary 0 and the other will replace binary 1. And if an electrical signal has 4 states, then each state can represent 2 binary digits. Our next short question is, define bandwidth. Bandwidth describes the overall data transmission capacity of a medium or a channel. It represents the amount of data that passes through a network connection per unit of time. The bandwidth is also measured in bits per second like data rate. At the end, you have to perform an activity. You have to draw a diagram that demonstrates the transmission of data using modem. How is it working, how the data is converted into analog form, and how it is converted back into the digital form. Thank you.